There comes a moment in every believer's life when it feels like the story is over, when prayers seem unanswered, when the weight is too heavy, and the night feels too long. You look around and everything you trusted seems to crumble. The doors you prayed for have slammed shut. The people you counted on have walked away. And you whisper, "God, where are you?" But hear me, just because you can't see God's hand doesn't mean He's not moving. Because right when it looks like everything is falling apart, that's when God steps in. Remember Lazarus? By the time Jesus arrived, Lazarus had been dead 4 days. Everyone said, "It's too late." But Jesus looked at that tomb and said, "This sickness will not end in death. It is for the glory of God." John 11:4. And with just 3 words, "Lazarus, come forth," life came rushing back into what was lifeless. That's what happens when God steps in. He doesn't just fix situations, He resurrects them. You may think it's over, that marriage, that dream, that calling, that promise. Maybe it looks buried, forgotten, impossible. But God says, "I'm not done yet." Isaiah 43:19 declares, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth." Do you not perceive it? Even in your darkest valley, God is working behind the scenes, preparing something greater than you imagined. Think about Moses standing at the Red Sea, the enemy behind him, the water before him, no way out. But that's exactly when God said, "Lift up your staff." And the sea that looked like an obstacle became the pathway to deliverance. Child of God, that's what He does. When all seems lost, He steps in and makes a way where there is no way. Exodus 14:14 says, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." So don't panic, be still, because the same God who split the sea can split your situation wide open. I don't know what you're facing today. Maybe it's a broken home, a health report, a financial struggle, or a silent storm in your heart. But let me remind you, you serve a God who specializes in impossible situations. He stepped into the fire with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He shut the mouths of lions for Daniel. He stood in the storm and spoke, "Peace, be still." And He hasn't changed. He's still stepping in today. So don't you give up. Don't you bow to fear. Don't let the enemy convince you that it's over, because it's not. The very place that looks like your ending might just be the setup for your greatest beginning. When all seems lost, when the night is the darkest, when your strength is gone and your tears won't stop falling, that's when God steps in. And when He does, graves open, chains fall, doors swing wide, and your story turns from tragedy to testimony. So hold on, child of God. Help is on the way. Because when all seems lost, God steps in.
When the night feels endless and the tears won't dry, when every prayer feels silent and hope passes by, doors slam shut, the ones you trusted walk away, and your heart whispers, "God, where are you today?" But even when you can't see, He is moving. Even in the silence, He is proving. Right when it looks like everything is gone, He steps in and makes the broken strong. Like Lazarus dead for 4 days, He says, "Come forth," and life bursts through the grave. Like Moses at the sea with nowhere to run, He parts the waters and the victory is won. When all seems lost, God steps in. Chains break, doors swing wide, life begins again. The darkest night cannot hide His hand. He makes a way where there's no way. When all seems gone, God steps in. He turns the gray to glory, the storm to calm within. Hold on, child of God, help is on the way. When all seems lost, God steps in. God steps in. It's a dream you thought greater than you knew. The ending you see might be the start of a testimony written on his heart. Isaiah 43:19 declares new things. He's making rivers flow in desert streams. Exodus 14:14 says, be still, don't fight. The Lord will move with power and might. Yeah. When all seems lost, God steps in. Chains break, doors swing, wide life begins again. The darkest night cannot hide his hand. He makes a way where there's no way. When all seems gone, God steps in. He turns the grave to glory, the storm to calm within. Hold on, child of God, help is on the way. Yeah. When all seems lost, God steps in.